please check out our shirt on Tespring.
Hey folks, what's going on? A little curious, not too nosy. Today I talk about this movie. It's kind of labeled an action thriller, gory, whole invasion movie. And also this movie could count as a revenge movie. It's called Becky. It came out at 2020. You can watch this movie on Showtime, Hulu, Prime Video, and Red on YouTube right now. You got two directors in this movie, is Cary and Jonathan Milott. So the movie is starting a young 13-year-old Becky. She's having a hard time dealing with her mother's death from cancer and father's new relationship. So pretty much happens, Becky's father got her out of school early one day. Didn't really tell her why. They say it's kind of a surprise, but later on she finds out that they're going to their cabin in the woods. Also meet up with his future wife and her kid. And Becky's not too happy about this. At the same time, you got a bunch of Nazis escaping out of jail, and they're very brutal, and they show some things how brutal, and they'll take what they need to survive and get things their way. So back at the cabin, Becky has some kind of argument with her father. She takes off. Her father goes after her. At the same time, the Nazis show up, and it turns out they're looking for some kind of key, and they never explain why the key. Because most of the movie doesn't really explain why they're doing this to this family. It's gonna be like a little spoil. See what happens. Becky's dad gets killed, and this is like the last person she loves. And the next person is her dog. And then she goes on a murder spree, her revenge of her dad's death, and she comes kind of like a mini version of Rambo during this time. So that's pretty much the idea about this movie. It's a very brutal movie. Becky finds interesting ways to kill these home invasion neo-Nazis, when I call them. What makes this movie kind of interesting, Kevin James plays a really good bad guy. Most of the time you see in a comedy role, but he plays a really brutal asshole in this movie, the best way to describe it. In this movie, the character Becky did a great job understanding of a 13-year-old who's going through this, especially watching her mom slowly die from cancer and this whole invasion going on in her life, and watching her dad died, and just totally like snaps and crackles and pops and gets even with these bad guys. But also they did a good job analyzing the 13-year-old, what she's going through. It's very much, she's understand that her mom died and her dad's going to find a new love. It's not really replacing her, but she doesn't understand that also she believes that her dad is trying to replace her mom. It's not really true. Everybody needs somebody to be with. It does have like your typical revenge horror thriller moving into it, but it was really good written. The characters are really great. They're not one-sided characters. They're different, points of view of their actions. And this is what makes the movie great. I think majority of the acting people acting in this movie did a great job in this, and the rating was really good, and the directing, everything about this was really took something that's been done many times and making it themselves different. So the first 20 minutes is kind of slow because you're building up a character, and then when the whole thing goes crazy, that's when the action starts happening, and there's really uncomfortable killings, really bloody, different ways. Becky's very talented about killing people, is what I would say about it. But I think you guys really enjoyed this movie. I did. I was probably say I wish I saw this movie back in 2020, but hey, I'm happy I did right now. So let me know, like and subscribe. Maybe do better next time. Thanks for watching. Thank you. Bye.